This has to be one of the most unnecessary dramas I've seen in a while, and that's saying something because I just posted a video last week about Ghost Hlubi. So Seemah, who you probably know from Spreading Humours, is beefing with L Tido. Not because he insulted her, not because he made fun of her outfit at Durban July, but because he let his guests speak. That's it. He committed the unforgivable sin of hosting a podcast, asking questions, and letting the other person answer. And now we're in a situation that looks like a scene from the Avengers movies, where it's Seemah versus L Tido, the New Gen podcast and the Open Chats podcast. Let's talk about it. I'm Ona and I make weekly videos about things that happen in South Africa. If that's your thing, make sure you subscribe and join the community. Before I continue, I want to shout out Reporting Live SA, where I got most of these clips. So on an episode of the New Gen podcast, which is hosted on L Tido's channel, their guest Naqueeda congratulated the hosts on launching their show, but then added a bit of shade. She said she's clapping for them, unlike that other podcast nobody watches.
Yes, and as Open Chats, we like to clap for you guys. Unlike the other podcast that nobody watches, but yeah.
Huh?
Oh, which one?
Which podcast is this?
Oh, which podcast
Continue
is
story.
Shout out to... Wait.
What letter does it start with?
Which podcast
POS?
is it, bro?
It's spreading something, but it's not spreading something, you know?
Okay.
It was obvious she was talking about Spreading Humours. There's a clip of a Spreading Humours episode where Zeel and Yanda had clapped for New Gen and congratulated them, but Seemah sat there quietly. Later in the conversation, she made it clear that she doesn't rate L Tido.
Oh, what's on my mind, man, is the podcast space, you know? Shout out to the L Tido network. They have a new Gen Z podcast, the new Gen. Shout out to them. Why are you not clapping?
I don't care for L Tido, bro.
Okay.
We respect your opinion.
Okay.
On the New Gen podcast, Bruce spoke out. He said he supported Seemah when she joined Spreading Humours, but now that it's their moment, she doesn't want to do the same. And from their perspective, it feels like the only reason is because of their connection to L Tido.
Shout out to Zile and Yanda, they were clapping hands.
Yeah, someone
Someone
didn't clap for us. Someone didn't clap for
L
us.
Tido.
No, clapping for us.
L Tido.
Shout out.
Sharp, you have beef with someone, but then now it's 5 of us starting something new.
I feel like
and you can't clap for us, and we're doing the same thing that you're doing. Like,
yeah, it should be mutual, bro. Because we mess with Seemah, right?
Yeah,
we did mess with Seemah.
Because Seemah's doing the same thing that we're doing. To be honest, am I lying?
No.
She didn't start a podcast. She hopped on to what?
A channel.
A channel.
Okay.
You get me? We hopped on a channel. Doesn't matter whose channel it is. You just hopped on. You going into a new what? A new
wave, a new space.
I was happy for her. A lot of people were happy for her.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting a new opportunity. Why, when we hop, even if
Well, she don't
I
want to
did a
spread
video,
the love.
I think she's scared of
Doesn't want to spread the
competition.
love.
That's what her problem is.
Yeah.
They then go into the backstory of exactly why Seemah has beef with L Tido, and that's where the problem is. A while ago, Seemah was supposed to appear on L Tido's podcast. That didn't happen. She cancelled. Nothing dramatic at the time. But after that, he booked other guests. 2 of them happened to be Cyan and Amapiano artist Kamo, both of whom have had previous beef with Seemah.
Seemah, last year she was supposed to come to Tido's podcast.
Yeah.
And then it didn't happen. I think she flaked or something, bro. I'm not too sure. And then after that, she was busy apologizing, saying, oh, sorry, cool. Then Tido
had to keep
that shit. Yeah, I had to keep shit running.
Keep the show running,
Yeah.
bro.
And then she shot. Then after Tido got Cyan Boujee, went triple platinum, did crazy numbers.
By the way, if you're enjoying the video, please click the like button. It really helps the channel and tells YouTube to show this video to more people. Anyways, when Cyan came on, L Tido asked her about Seemah. Cyan explained why she still had beef with her. She said that during the tape scandal, when her private content was leaked, Seemah made fun of the situation, laughed at her while she was being dragged online. L Tido remained neutral and let her speak, then moved on. In fact, he gave Seemah a shout out later in the episode and never disrespected her directly.
Fight with Seemah.
Oh, so El Tido knows Seemah. Please say no for me. Please say no for me.
I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. Like, I'm not beefing with Seemah. Seemah, much love if you're watching this.
Take it back. Oh my God. She really celebrated my biggest downfall I've ever had and went live and made it like a real thing.
Yeah. My God never sleeps, Papa. You are lying. Hey. Nizoyekela ukuqamba amanga ngabantu.
Still, Seemah was not having it. On Spreading Humours, she responded by telling L Tido to leave her name out of his mouth. But if you watch the episode, he didn't actually say anything wild. Her name came up because of the guest, and L Tido kept it moving without picking sides.
First, I'm gonna start with L Tido. Like, with all due respect, like twice on your podcast, and you were like, oh, it's funny enough. He's like, funny enough. I'm always defending you.
Fight with Seemah.
Oh, so El Tido knows Seemah.
I'm not getting involved. I'm not beefing with Seemah. Seemah, much love if you're watching this. And then...
But I did beat her up though.
We do not support violence.
And the thing is, Seemah is a podcaster too. She's asked guests spicy questions. She knows how this space works. That's why this whole reaction feels a bit off. Then came the Kamo Mphela episode. During that interview, Kamo threw shade.
I heard, you know, you got a couple like words to say for a couple of people in the industry.
Like who?
Seemah.
Is Seemah in the industry? Wait, is she?
That's what I thought.
Because long before this interview, Spreading Humours had tried to book Kamo. Her management rejected the invite and allegedly said the show was too childish. That wasn't Kamo's direct comment. It came from her team. But Seemah and the crew didn't take it lightly.
Meg G said, Mam Kamo, she didn't know anything about the childish thing. Cool.
I have never said anything about the podcast. I've never watched their podcast. Only after the show I was like, okay, now I'm shook. But apart from that, I think respectfully she said whatever she wanted to say.
We had asked Uguti, may she please come to the podcast, right? And ati manager yakona ati no, it's not for Kamo. It's not for Kamo, it's childish. Ne? But thank you for the invitation, something like that. Don't fucking screenshot
So when Kamo showed up on L Tido's podcast, it felt personal, even though, again, L Tido was just doing what podcasters do, hosting conversations. Which brings us back to the bigger issue. L Tido never shaded Seemah. He let his guests speak the same way every podcast does. He even gave her credit, but somehow he ended up in the middle of this whole fallout. Now back to Naqueeda. The story with her is, in a different podcast episode, this time on Open Chats, she was asked to name someone famous she doesn't like. She named Seemah, but she clarified that it wasn't personal. She said she respected her work, just didn't like her personality.
Wait, you guys are beefing.
Yeah.
What?
For someone that looks like that, you're gonna come at me
Yo.
like that.
Yo.
Like that.
Yo.
You f***ing rat. You rat. Around with me. No, they asked me who I didn't like, and I was like, I don't like Seemah, but I don't have a problem with her work. I just don't like her.
Who is someone that you don't like that is well known, and why? Say it, my sister, with your chest.
Seemah.
Still, Seemah clapped back and said Naqueeda looks like she smells like incense.
And then this girl has the audacity to say that I look like I smell like impepo. And I was
What's
like,
that?
first of all...
That's not true. That's not true.
And it funam siswam. And ngatu yanuka and futus ngatu nukimpep.
What's that? And you printed pictures of rats.
Naqueeda answered a shallow question from the Open Chats crew. Honestly, she was baited to start beef and she fell for it. Seemah's comeback made things way more personal than they needed to be. It felt like she was responding just to respond, just because she was mentioned.
I don't give a fuck. And in fact, that girl, she smells, well, she looks like she smells. I don't know. Yeah, I don't fuck you and you don't fuck me, and that's great. If we see each other, if you want to fight me, let's go.
At the end of the day, Seemah's not beefing with people for what they said. She's beefing with people for who they sit next to. And that's wild, because when you look at it, L Tido didn't shade her. Bruce didn't diss her. Naqueeda, on the other hand, that one makes sense. The others, though, they're all ops now, just for being in the room. And what makes it worse is, Seemah does the same thing. She hosts a podcast. She's had spicy moments. She's let guests talk about other people too. So what are we doing here, guys? The thing is, you can't benefit from the podcast space and then throw a tantrum when you are on the receiving end of drama. It doesn't work like that. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.